All right, everyone. On Thursday night, I made the long drive down to San Francisco to catch my flight to Cleveland, and it was a red eye, and it was a long one. All right, I made it. I'm in Strongsville. Just got to see everybody in the lobby. Super pumped about that. Red eye flight, no sleep, Red Bull. Time to start the show. Let's go. All right, so this is just before the doors open, the calm before the storm. This year, the Strongsville show was moved into a larger facility. This is an ice rink, obviously no ice. And, you know, there are quite a few tables, but it's still not a very big show, but loaded. And I mean loaded with vintage cards. First off, I want to show you some stuff that Payne Sports Cards has. I mean, first case, T206s, many of which caught my eye. One of which we'll take a look at closer here in just a few minutes. Then you got a case of Goudeys.
There's a lot of...
Right, we got some 38 Goudeys. We got some 33 Goudeys. Look at that Mel Ott. I love the green background. Mel Ott got some cool Rogers Hornsbys there in the fielding pose. And then we've got some 51 Bowmans, some 52 Bowmans, you know, Mantles, Barras, Mays rookies, like 52 tops, Campanella 52 tops. I got that cool feller there.
I'm blown away.
And then a case of play ball cards, DiMaggio's and Ted Williams, and got that beautiful Dobie Leaf there in the middle. I mean, just you got a couple of 49 Jackie Robinson Bowmans. Look at all those 54 tops Ernie Banks. You got a Red Heart Mantle. How about that beautiful 53 Bowman color Warren Spawn right at the bottom of your screen there? A bunch of 53 tops. Again, this is one dealer, and honestly, there are a dozen dealers who have just insane inventories like this. It's mind-boggling, and I'm going to show you a bunch of it. Look at all those Koufax rookies and 55 Bowmans, some 57 tops, got some Koufax, some Spawn, got a nice Clemente right there in the middle, some 56 Mays on the left, some 56 Mantles on the left. Just incredible. You know, then we start getting into the late 50s. Got the 58 Hank Aaron, which is a beautiful card up at the top there. Got a couple of 3 Mantles on the left. I mean, it's one thing to have like one of each of these cards, but when dealers have like rows of them. There was a dealer today that probably had 15 Nolan Ryan rookie cards. Just unreal. How about all those 59 tops Mays there? Got some 61s. Mantles up top. Got some 62s. Look at those Aarons. Some 62 Mantles. I mean, some 63s, 63 Fleer. Just mind-boggling. Look at those 64 Koufax cards in the middle. Just really, really amazing inventory. Now here is, again, the contact information of this particular dealer if you wanted to reach out at him. He's been coming to Strongsville for a while. We had a good conversation, talked for a bit, and a super nice guy. And we're down to now some 70s and 69 tops. A couple of nice 69 Hank Aaron's on the left. Look at those 68 Mantles. A couple of Nolan Ryans. I mean, early 70s now. Again, guys, this is one dealer. Now we're into some football. Now, that 1950 Bowman Sammy Baugh, there's one in an SGC and one in a PSA there at the top left of your screen. And I love that card. It's one of my favorite looking football cards. Got a lot of just beautiful, you know, late 50s, early 60s football. A bunch of Unitas and Bart Starr rookie cards up top there. You got a Staubach rookie on the top right. And then we get into some vintage basketball. I mean, you know, Bill Russell rookies and Bob Cousy cards, and got some 61 Fleers, Oscar Robertson rookie card. It's then you got a nice hockey case for all of my hockey guys, and then some '86 Fleer, and oh man, early '70s basketball, just unreal. So I took a look at a couple of the Hornsbys there. So this one is an SGC3, and I think it's a pretty nice one. He's asking $750 for this 3, and this one's pretty clean. It's a little off center, but I mean it's not like bad. And then if you look at the other one here, which is a 3.5, he's asking a little bit more. This one's better centering, but the color doesn't seem to pop as much. I really like both of them. And that's a card I came looking for at the show, and I am just amazed that there's probably a dozen of these in the room, which is just mind-blowing to me. And then he had those T206s in there, and one that kind of caught my eye was this Rube Marquard, and I really like the looks of it. It's really well centered, super clean image. It's an older SGC holder. He's asking $350 on it. I think it's more of a $300 card, if I'm being honest. Maybe $325 because it's well centered. Hopefully has some room to negotiate. It's definitely a card that I've been looking for a little while, so I'd be happy to pick it up here in Strongsville. It's a Piedmont back, as you can see. He had amazing cards. So then I went over to another really great dealer, and there's his contact information if you see something that sticks out to you. But you just start going through these cases, and it's just like, it's really, I mean, I guess I could just say it's amazing just over and over and over, and you'd probably, it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, you got some, the Bill Russell rookie, and then you've just got, I mean, it's just like cases. And there was a lot of ungraded raw stuff. Lots and lots. I would say half of the showcase cards are ungraded like this, which is really interesting to me. And, there's just piles of great stuff. And a lot of this ungraded stuff is like really nice cards. I was walking around with Darren, Return to Collecting, and we saw a guy that had like a stack of 15 1950 Bowman Jackie Robinsons that were all ungraded. It's just wild. And again, you got strip cards, you got more Goudeys, you got some caramel cards, you got some, all sorts of some of the ice cream issues, and it's beautiful, beautiful stuff. Now this is my guy Ash. I did a preview video of his stuff the other day, and I mean his case is just absolutely unbelievable. So as we're going through here, we're just getting warmed up with these cases. There are some mind-boggling cases. I mean, we got some, some beautiful old vintage cards, right? We got some, really cool Ruth stuff. We got some 53 tops cards in there. We got some stand-up cards. We got it. A lot of the theme in Ash's cases is kind of player, not even necessarily sport, but like you'll have just like a case of Mickey Mantle, which you'll see in a second. I mean, here are a bunch of Ruths across the top, right? And then there's a bunch of, Walter Paytons and Joe Montanas and a bunch of cool football and basketball. And I mean, look at that case right there. I mean, you got 4 Trish Speakers, T206 rookie cards. You've got Mathewson T206s and Walter Johnsons and Nap Lajoies, and just incredible stuff. Again, all of his cards are available on their website, which I posted at the beginning. Again, I really wanted to give you guys contact information of all these dealers because a lot of us can't make it. And this way, if you see something, you can contact the dealer. So at the beginning of each dealer, I share their contact information. And the best way to contact Ash is through his website, legacycards.net. Now look at this Willie Mays case and all of those Mickey mantles. And then more. Look at all those 52 mantles at the top. There's 5 of them. 5 52 mantles. And then I got that SGC 10 Seaver for my guy Mookie. Look at those 52 tops Willie Mays. 52 Bowman Willie Mays. 54 tops Willie Mays. We are looking at the third dealer table. I mean, with all the cards that I've shown you so far, I mean, these are incredible cards. Look at all these Hank Aaron's, all the Ernie Banks rookies. This is the third dealer that I've shown you stuff from. And there are those Dobies. Man, that one particular Dobie just jumped out at me at the pictures that I was showing the other day of my preview video. But look at this card. It's an SGC 3. Really well centered. It just pops.
It's got this little
I'm sitting there.
thing right there.
Orlando is with me here of Collector's Dream.
Why it's a 3 instead of a
And we're
5.
talking, looking at this card together. That's him reaching in there. There's a little tiny nick paper loss. I don't even know if it's a paper loss. I think it's a little mark on the back. But other than that, it's a gorgeous card. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we headed over for lunch. A whole bunch of us went over and grabbed some food before we came back. Now, this dealer has his national booth information on that banner if you wanted to back it up and take a look at that. And he's got a bunch of high-end vintage stuff. Now, the slab stuff does not have sticker prices on the front of the card. But the ungraded stuff, which you'll see here in just a second, does. But, I mean, again, this is the 4th dealer. Which is wild. And, 71 tops, just killer cards. But that's the thing about this show that is really interesting to me is the amount of ungraded stuff. Just tons and tons. People say, oh, the pop reports are almost complete, because all the good vintage stuff has been graded. That is not true. This room was full. As you can see again, just another case of just beautiful stuff that hasn't been graded. Incredible amount of raw stuff. Now this next dealer had some great stuff. Diamond Cardboard, there's his information. You got Bob Gibson rookies. You got mantles. Hank Aaron's got some 63 tops. Look at all those mantles. Jim Palmer rookie card. You got the 62 tops mazes on the left there. There were some big purchases from this particular dealer. 2 guys made big purchases from this dealer, which I'm not going to spoil their pickups. I'll let them do that on their channels. But look at all these beautiful 56 tops cards, 57 tops cards, Don Drysdale rookie, Bill Mazeroski rookie. Look at those 2 Clementes right there. How about a couple Frank Robinson rookie cards? Just tons and tons. And that's the thing. So many of the dealers have so much, the depth and the breadth of what they have is incredible. Got some 53 tops. Got a couple Jackies up there. Pretty nice. Look at those 4 Hank Aaron rookie cards. Look at all those Ted Williams there across the middle of the screen. Now we're getting into some older stuff here. Those couple of 52 Stan Musials are gorgeous. You got a Monty Irvin rookie card on the left, Bowman rookie card. You got a Ted Williams. We're now in the 49 Bowmans, 48 Bowmans. That DiMaggio up there. 39 DiMaggio play ball. we'll take a closer look at it here in just a second. That card was so nice. It's just, again, the same dealer. So if you see anything on here that you're interested in, reach out to the dealer. I showed his card, diamond cards, at the beginning of showing his stuff. And, I mean, Goudey's, look at this. There's the information. Diamond cardboard. Just wonderful amount of beautiful cards. Got some T206s. Got a Walsh, a Waddell, Bresnahan. Just, amazing. Again, a couple of big purchases from people from this particular dealer. So I said, I got to take a closer look at this 39 play ball DiMaggio. It's in a 4. Look at the eye appeal on this thing. That is wild. Really well centered, really crisp image. Just a gorgeous card. Gorgeous card. Now that one's probably a little out of my price range, even though I brought a lot to this show. So then I just started walking around, getting toward the end of the first day here, so I just started looking at a few things closer. I thought this was a nice looking Aaron at a pretty good deal. I love the 58 Topps Hank Aaron card. It seemed like a pretty good deal in a 3 grade. And then I took a look at this SGC4 Nap Lajoie. Does that color just jump at you or what? It's a Piedmont back. It's well centered, maybe 60-40. I mean, that is a super crystal clear card. He's asking a fair amount for it, but it's hard to comp a card with that kind of color and clarity. And then I took a look at this Hack Wilson 33 Goudey. And that one, once I got a closer look, I wasn't as interested in that one. Again, I'm bouncing around a few tables here now. Here's another T206 Lajoie portrait. This one's in a 3.5. A PSA 3.5, I should say. He's asking $22.50 for it. Another Piedmont back. Another beautiful one. And this was one of the cards on my list that I was targeting for this particular show, is the Lajoie portrait. And one of my favorite football cards, vintage football cards of all time, is the 1950 Bowman Sammy Baugh. This one's in a 4, which I like that grade for the 50 Bowmans, early 50 Bowmans. Love this card. Really well centered. It's got soft corners for sure. It's $150. So then we went over to the memory lane table. And a lot of this stuff is, for auctions, upcoming auctions. And then there was some for sale. And he shares a piece here in a second. You can see right there on the right of your screen, that picture. He's going to show us and teach us about it. I'm at this table with Blue Jacket, Dave, Blue Jacket 66, and Orlando of A Collector's Dream. And he goes into a little bit more detail on it. Now, as I'm speaking, we're seeing just absolutely amazing cards, on the screen here. I mean, look at this. Look at that Babe Ruth in the center. A couple of Ruths. Amazing Ruths. How about a couple of autographed Goudey Ruths? Autographed Lou Gehrig. 52 Mantle. More autographed Ruth stuff. Just amazing, amazing stuff. And then he pulled out that picture of Babe Ruth in a Red Sox uniform, and he started telling us about it.
So how much is the Ruth rookie?
You can have that for $600K today.
$600K. Yeah. So,
I'd rather
Dave, I love you.
I'd rather have the Frederick.
You know what? The Frederick photo's rare.
Yeah.
But
would you?
But
This
I'd
one?
rather have the rookie.
No, right here.
Give me
I'd have the Frederick.
Oh yeah.
You and me both.
Wow.
This is probably wow.
Yeah.
Never seen one as close.
Looks really nice.
Now, It's the only Red Sox Ruth original photo autographed by Ruth
In the world.
in the world. Look, read the back.
Wow.
From Babe Ruth to
Sergeant Hoffman,
What?
1917.
Babe wrote that?
Yes.
Wow.
Now,
What's
Who is
R.W.
Sar-
Sears? Is that a
that's the photographer. In fact, there's even a little Sears here.
Yeah.
Now, who is Sergeant Hoffman? Harry Frizette hired Sergeant Hoffman, who just came home from World War I,
Oh my
to
God.
train the Red Sox in 17. Him and Ruth became close friends. He gifted this to him. Read the letter that comes
You
with it.
got the letter too?
From the mayor,
Oh, man.
the mayor of Boston to Harry
Shit.
Frizette.
Wow.
Basically telling him, take care.
Sergeant Hoffman, yeah.
What do you think, Orlando?
Incredible
buy it?
stuff. If I had the money, I'd trade my whole collection for this.
That's amazing.
That is awesome. Incredible.
And I got LOAs, everything.
Wow.
Beckett. So Steve Gradden, Beckett says, Joe, I got to show you something. He goes, You're blowing my mind. He took out an exemplar of Ruth's 1917 contract. Spitting image signature.
Oh, the signature.
Spitting image. He goes, this piece.
That was an incredible way to close out today. Day 1. Day 2 will be coming soon.